Okay, it is time to get real and time to get serious, okay? First, I'd like to point out, how are you? Are you doing okay? Oh, because if you're not, you were not walking right with God. That's basically what church is teaching. That's what a lot of people get from it, and that's not okay. We need to stop and sit down and be real with each other. Be real with yourself, because if you're not, you're lying to yourself, and you are pushing things down that need to be released, if that makes sense. Like, I've noticed I push what I need and what I'm going through, I push it away, or at least I try to as much as I can. And then when people ask me how I am, I'll say I'm okay, I'm fine. When really, there's this big mess of crap that I don't know how to deal with. And then I feel like a burden on everyone because of it. And that is also what is a huge problem, is you're not a burden. Easier heard than believed. Something I'm learning. You can say things as many times as you want, but until you believe it, it won't be true. So, but then again, we get to that point where you say, I'm fine, I'm okay. You become numb to how you are feeling. You become numb to, or you're just scared on what you're going to tell people. Because if you tell someone you're not okay, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, this person, I can't associate myself with them. They're not being okay. They're not okay, and so they're gonna drag me down, and I'm not gonna do that. Nope. I'm gonna be on my own. Even though in reality, you're sitting there and you're not dealing with crap yourself. And you're not okay. People need to be honest and open with their emotions, because without that, you will be put in this box of vague thoughts, of vague verbalage, whatever. If you are not honest with yourself, how can you? This is something that has been questioned to me. If you're not honest with yourself, how can you be honest with God, even though He knows everything? How can you grow if you're not being honest with yourself? If you're not actually dealing with what is going on? I myself, I've had this where I haven't felt God. And in that, I wasn't dealing with things that were actually going on in my life. And so, I was pushing myself near God, and I was trying so hard to hear Him and stuff, and I still do this because it's something I'm doing right now. And you can't hear Him because you're not being real and you're not being honest with yourself. The past year, I've not been honest with myself. I've been trying to get through so many things at once, but in everything I tell myself, I'm okay, I can get through this, which that is true, but I wasn't okay. If you're not, you don't need to be okay all the time. It's okay to not be okay. But it's also not okay to be in a slump all the time, because if you're in a slump all the time, you're going to get nowhere. And then you're just going to be depressed and it's going to suck. And we need to stop putting a mask on and be real with each other. And because so many conversations anymore, at least I feel like, you can't have a conversation about anything deep, is the word. Like, you can't, asking the hard questions, the questions that make you think, not acceptable anymore. No. Because I have to use my brain and not my smartphone. It's not okay. I'm totally a person that does that. Now, thank God I have someone that asks me the hard questions. Someone that pushes me in my thought process. Because without that, oof, I wouldn't be right here right now. I wouldn't be able to form these sentences, and thank God I am where I'm at now, because I have been real with myself, and it's a long process. It's a long process, and you can get through it, and just be real with yourself. And seriously, if someone asks you at church, at school, whatever, how you are, be honest and tell them. They may not want to hear it, but at least you're being real. And this is going to be a whole nother video probably, but being fake isn't okay in so many different things. But being fake with yourself and making a person who you are, that's not okay either, because you're not accepting who you are, and you're not accepting the identity that you have. And once you find your identity, life will be easier. Because when people tell you things like, oh, you're a piece of crap, you're a whore, da 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 da, you can stand there and be like, no, I'm not. I'm beautiful, I'm treasured, and I'm God's. That may not be what you say, but this is what I would say. And if you knew me, I'm not anywhere near fake. And I had one of my friends tell me this. One of my close friends tell me that I was fake, and I looked at her and I laughed, and I was like, you of all people should know. And that was the end of it. She was like, yep, you're right. So, that's basically my spiel. If you have any questions, please let me know. I could go on about this for a lot longer, and trust me, I would. Thank you.